Hello and welcome back. This time I am going to actually bring up a few things I should have during the first video, but I didn't really think about it because it was kind of early morning where I was. And this lag is going to be an issue, isn't it? Okay, I probably should explain the rules because I also have this as a public YouTube video, and there might be, if anybody actually watches this over there and is not part of the forum, I should probably explain it for them. The rules are, your standard Nuzlocke rules, where if the Pokemon dies, then I'll throw it in the box where I'll, label it as the fires of hell so I can put them back as to where they were spawned from. And I am going to also only going to be catching the first Pokemon that I haven't already caught before of each route or location. Like, if I run into a second Pidgey as my first run into, then I'll get another 2 chances at most in order to get something else. I should probably edit the rules to include that a little bit, but I just don't want to give at least each run as much chance as it can to succeed because I don't want to do this 20 different times. Speaking of doing this 20 different times, there's another rule that's not part of the standard rules where I have to keep going, where if my whole party faints twice, then I have to scrap the current run, play up to the point where I was off screen I'm gonna have to keep doing this until I actually beat the game, because I promised somebody that I would play this game, and I'm gonna try to at least make it to the end, or at least whatever constitute as the Pokemon League victory in this game. Okay, I should probably walk and talk, because it's a bad idea to actually still, but then I'll end up talking about the routes. Oh, I got Repel right off of that. That says things about what kind of Pokemon you'll find in this route. The reason that I'm doing this run is because... again. The reason I am doing this run is because somebody wanted me to at least try this game out. And since I wanted to, let them know how I actually felt about things, because if I were to type out a response, it'd probably just come out as oh, it was fine, or I kinda liked it, or, but that's not gonna be entirely... Did it oh yeah, that's right. There's that ability to use Sword Cataberry. Should probably be paying a bit more attention to what the text box is saying. Well, at least Spike is doing okay, but then again, he has a high defense. Well, not a high defense at the moment, but he's probably got better defense than the other two have. Well, I'll probably find out some point in the future, because if this run fails, then, this run-through fails, not the whole run, then I'll probably pick another one of the starters just to show them off. Because there might be people who are watching this who've never actually seen this hack before, like I have. Anyway, I'm doing this run because someone wanted me to at least give this game a try, and I wanted to at least not have to worry about whole general... I just wanted to at least give them an honest opinion. And if you're typing out things like it's fine or it's okay, oh, it's still good free potion, then you're not actually giving them your immediate reaction to things, or how you reacted to things, and you might not recall everything you did, or how you felt. So that's why this is a live recording as opposed to post commentary. Plus, I'll have more to actually talk about if I'm talking about the things that are happening as they happen, than if I were to try to come up with a list of topics to talk about after the fact. Ooh, it's Bidoof. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till after we get the Pokeballs to consider the first encounter thing, because it's really not fair entirely if you have to skip the first route every time in a game that doesn't give you Pokeballs before you are sent out into the wild. I should probably be playing better. At least I had the Hornberry. I don't know about you guys, but I kinda like him. I mean, yeah, he's a bit, well, to use a term that we're probably sick of, dirty, but it's kinda cute. Man, I'm having troubles against this Bidoof. You know what? I'm running. I don't want to die this quickly. And you know, it's kind of hard to have a second party if I don't even have a single Pokemon besides Spike. Okay, I should probably talk about the way I talk. Like, you probably noticed during the last video and in this one, there's a gym right off the bat, is that I have, like, I pause in the middle of my sentences and I stumble over my words, and sometimes I don't get actually to the point. Like, last time I said it was reactive, was a reactive style of speaking, but I couldn't think of words to say. Okay, what I can tell you is that my commentary, its sparseness and the fact that I can never get to the point is more of how, you know, how I talk as a person. I have issues with because I'm not used to actually talking to people. I'm one of those people who didn't really have a lot of friends, so I didn't get into the habit of talking to other people of my age group. I usually ended up talking to teachers and parents and relatives and all that. So I'm not used to talking to people I'm not comfortable and familiar with. So I've gotten out of the habit of talking a lot, and it's part of actually my nature since my dad's not like the talkative chatty type either. Basically, I am not articulate nor am I fluent in my speech manners. In fact, I am more of the opposite. So if this actually does bother you a lot, it's probably better if you just drop off and stop watching right here, because I can't really fix that, because it's part of who I am as a person. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the Pokemart, because as we saw from the wild, yeah, and this, I forgot I had to get the parcel first. Okay, we're at about 8 minutes. I should probably keep an eye on the clock. And I should probably stop pausing all over the place, but I want to make sure, because splitting my attention between two things makes it even harder for me to get the point across. Man, even the ledges have grass around them. So much for a clean, easy route, but I guess if I pay attention to where I'm going, I can avoid counters. Yeah, the lag issue. I said I should have recorded it like first thing before, but there was a small issue where I'm waking up before people are going to be asleep or not in the house, so I have to actually wait for people to not, you know, like yell at me, Steph, you know, not Steph. Yep, my real name. Oh, I should probably not mention it. Also, why are you just talking to yourself for like minutes straight? Are you okay? Like, you know, we don't want that to be part of the recording, or else I'll have to like edit all the time for it. I wonder if this hack actually makes a joke about what he has in the parcel, because sometimes, no, it's the same. Ah, the lag issue. Hopefully, since I have a really screwed up sleeping schedule right now, if I can get up in time for other people to be outside of the house, I can probably record this first thing, so we won't have things like a couple hours of computer usage lagging down the video recording. 8 Pokeballs. 8's kind of a random number. Like, I wanted to give you more than 5, but I didn't want to give you 10. Give Mum Boo 10. This dialogue doesn't seem to be edited at all. Okay, sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention at the time because I was paying more attention to the dialogue, so it ended up stopping without me noticing. I'll make sure to, you know, splice them together like I did the last video. I actually did edit the last video. I'm pretty sure that was like just about the same dialogue as it is in the actual Fire Red and Leaf Green. Okay, so one thing I've noticed about this hack is that for the most part, dialogues don't seem to be that different, so I probably shouldn't be wasting my time talking to NPCs and stuff. In fact, if any dialogue editing is going to be in this hack, it's probably going to be from the people that are mandatory to talk to, like the first, you know, starter choice, where Gary was more of a jerk than usual, and Oak was not taking his petulant behavior and jerky attitude. He was actually disciplining. Well, it's more of a... He was harsh about it. I don't know. Depends on if you think that's... Like, if it's fair to treat your bad kids like that or whatever. It depends on how you feel about things. It's got a name. Do all of these have names? Yeah. Trixie, Ernie, and Sammy. If that's a reference to something, it goes completely over. It's going completely over my head. Oh, Daisy's moving around now. Did she actually do that after she gave you the map? Anyway, we should probably check out this map since the region has been changed. In fact, I should probably put it on my select, so... There we go. Was that select being part of the original game? I don't recall it being. Okay, let's check the map. Oh, it looks like the actual layout of the map wasn't edited. No wonder the README actually has a version of the map in it. But that means that the town map is completely useless. As you can see, I don't know why I pulled it back up. I meant to go to the menu. I have the start button and the select button like right on top, like vertically from each other. So anyway, there's two more things I wanted to bring up. Okay, there's two more things I wanted to bring up. I wanted to, since I needed things to actually talk about besides the initial, like, letting you know thing, I compiled a small, well, I took a few trivia facts from Bulbapedia about locations in Kanto. Like, it's just the things I found interesting, but you probably either already know them, or maybe you don't. I'm not gonna assume what you know. And we got Pokeballs now, so we can catch Pokemon. So I'll bring them up once we're actually just in a little downtime. So that way there's actually something being said. Man, I put on a blanket and I'm still cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's still cold around here. It's been cold for months. Like, this, like, polar vortex crap. It's kind of funny because the previous Christmases and stuff, like, around that time, it was actually, like, no snow at all. So it was, like, green Christmas. And then, you know, but now this year, it's like, it keeps snowing and snowing. Oh, that's right, I want to catch this. This is the first catch. And it's Bidoof, too. I want to actually give Bidoof a chance since everyone hates on him. So I'm going to actually put an effort into bringing him to the Pokemon League with me. If I catch her, it's a her. Come on. Well, good. Is more agile and active than it appears. Was that the original Pokedex entry? It might not have been. Yeah, I'll give a name to Bidoof. Okay. I'll give her... Oh man, I'm like close to running out of time. I might upload actually 2 videos, since not that much happened and I was spending all the time saying stuff. So I'm gonna name her... Eevee. I'll probably take the names on the first run from their actual... No, wait. I should probably not have an capitalization since that's gonna be Spike's gig. Anyway, I'm gonna probably make 2 videos since I spent a lot of time you know, just not getting things done. So, I'll be right back in just a minute.